What's up, crazies? Your boy's been hard at work. Real hard. Like, grind mode on, you know, putting every resource I can together. So, I went down to that corner house, which I'm about to go down there real quick again. Show you guys the truck I'm talking about for people, because there's a bunch of new people watching. But, yeah, Bill brought me the old school, dude. I looked at this lawnmower, right? It's like an old school electric one. I haven't seen one like this. All the ones I see are like those Black & Decker ones, fucking, the drill powered ones and shit with the lithium ion batteries. This bitch takes an extension cord. So, yeah, that's what I'm cutting my jungle with. It's time. I want the seed to lay down so the grass will grow in, because it's been winter, it's just now getting warm. I want the grass to look good. I was planning on staying there. I'm going to make sure the grass looks nice for the people, for the next people. So, look, I went down to this lady, man. She's fucking cool as hell. She's one of those ladies, man. They're just, straight to the point, you know what I mean? Like, don't take no shit, Those type of people, Yeah. Like, one of those ones that, she's always going to tell you how it is, even though no one's going to like it, but at least she's always going to guide you right, in a sense, So people really just take it as them being bitchy, but she's not like that until, once you get to know her, I promise she's not like that. But I'm going to go buy the truck. So, she did have someone come look at it. It has a blown motor. And, I believe her. She said her mechanic came and got it, and the way she talked about the vehicle, she knew what it was that, she knew everything about it. She knew more about the vehicle than her son did. Her son wanted it because of the hood, and I'll show you guys. You see this hood, bro? Listen, that's the Batman hood, man, all right? I had $500 in my pocket. I just walked up here, I could get $500 back just for that hood. All right, easily I could post that on Facebook. I guarantee I could take 400. I'll take the first 400. That's what I would do. All right, but look, it has the over fenders. It has, the knobs on it. It has a new muffler, all that, right? She told me they got to think about it. I told her, she's like, "How you gonna get over there?" Like I told you, she's straight up. She's like, "How you gonna get over there?" I'm like, "I'll drag it. I don't care." She's asking me all these questions, and she said, "You know what? She's like, if I do this, she basically said she'll have it AAA to my house, right? If she does this truck is gonna be AAA to my house, right? Because I gotta work on it, She knows just as much as I know that it's gonna take a day, it's gonna take some time, you know what I mean, for me to fix this truck up, and we might be putting the LS motor in that. I'm serious. I might be letting go of the LS motor. I might be taking that truck. I might be able to make me $8,000 real quick. All right, and she don't know that. All right, listen. The truck just alone, the way it sits right now, okay, that's a rare truck, okay, and it's clean. Listen, it has the Batman hood. It has the tires on it, right? That's 2. It has a brand new muffler on it, 3. It has brand new struts all the way around it, 4, all right? I have pretty much most of the stuff, not everything, but, the transfer case, it's 4-wheel drive, that's 5, right? It's 4-wheel drive. I have a transfer case I can put underneath it, make it more heavy duty. Listen, I got some parts I can put together real quick, and I'm gonna have to find someone who might have to tune this for me. If I can't find a trans controller, if the injection kit doesn't move the trans controller, if I can't find a trans controller on that trans, because this LS, that trans will bolt right up to that. It's the same trans as what's in my truck, the same bolt pattern, everything, same motor. So pretty much, it's just a 4.3. This is a 6.0 and it's got 2 more cylinders, but it's the same type of style setup. So we might be doing some fabrication. I'm gonna see if we can put it in there. I'm gonna be scouring the internet. That might not happen. I don't know yet. She might not even bring it over. So, but I might just go get another 4.3. So I gotta see, But Ryan, actually, I'm gonna go smoke real quick first before I go over there, because Bill and Ryan are across the street right now, and Ryan told me if I help him move, he has to clean out his garage. He has so much shit in his garage, man. You wouldn't believe what this kid has, man. This dude, this guy, my neighbor, man. I call him a kid, but he's not a kid. I just call everybody kid. Don't mind me. Like, don't take that the wrong way if I ever say that. It's just the way I speak. Anyways, he told me if I help him move some shit and stuff, he'd let me film his garage, because I've been always wanting to go in there. He has some cool ass cars, man. He has some real cool ass cars. This kid is awesome, man. Like, this kid's really fucking intelligent, and I admire him. You know what I mean? He just, he was nervous of me. He didn't know who I was, so he was judging me. He took it the wrong way. But we're good now. But he offered me a Coca-Cola machine and a go-kart. So we're gonna go over there, help him. I asked him if I could film his garage. He said, yeah, he don't care. I told him I won't get your address. You'll be fine. So yeah, we get to go look at some cars, learn some stuff. I'm gonna ask him some questions about the cars, that type of shit. I'm gonna interview Ryan, man. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hang out with Ryan. We're about to hang out with Ryan tonight. That's what we're doing. We're hanging out with Ryan. We're gonna get a Coca-Cola machine and a a go-kart, and we're gonna clean the stuff up. Which I'm gonna clean up the Coca-Cola machine, the go-kart. There ain't much to clean. I want to eat a bowl of cereal real quick and then smoke. And I'm gonna grab that Red Bull and we're gonna dip. There it is. It's right in front of me. Alright. Those Coca-Cola machines, man. He said it's beat up and stuff, but it's not. It could be worth a lot of money, man. You never know. He said he paid only a few bucks for it, but he said he liked it. So. It's the internals that are worth money, that whole slide mechanism and stuff. That's what's always missing and shit out of those things, If it has that, and it works, it's still worth some money if it's one of the ones that people like buying and restoring. I only seen it briefly for a second, so I really don't know much about them anyways, but I can learn about them, right? So, he's giving it to me. I'm going to take it. It's funny, she cries, but if I pick up the plate and I set it back down, she'll eat it. She's doing good. She's eating the dry food too. Which I bought these for her and Claw. I'm gonna bring them with me, salmon flavored meaty bites. So that truck, I'm really shooting for $5,000. I want to shoot to try to make $5,000 cash. At the end of the day, that's what I'm shooting for. But if I end up putting my LS was actually not an LS. It's actually LQ4, LQ9. Because it's a truck motor, it's an iron block with alloy heads. A Corvette motor, an LS2, is all aluminum. But it's the same thing in a sense. Which mine's stronger, but it weighs more. The aluminum one can rev up faster. It's less centrifugal weight, so it spins faster. Calls at that house, just hanging out. I really think I'm gonna take him if he ends up coming to the house and keeps him coming to the house in the morning stuff and gets food and everything, and I spend a lot of money and I can get him to lay in my bed again, I'm gonna keep him. Because he does really well with Mentora. And this weed, this jelly cake, holy shit, man, let me tell you. It's top notch. I see why they upped the price. It's there. That's all I can really tell you. The flavor's there. It's really sweet. It's not citrusy. It's just like it said, jelly cake. It tastes like almost like a cupcake. It smells like a cupcake. It's amazing. This Narvona, I'm telling you. I know there's other stuff out there which I'm going to be trying. I'll be sharing it when I find it, I discover it. But right now, I haven't discovered anything better flower-wise for the Narvona. Flower-wise. That's why I always have it. And they always come in these glass containers, which I finally got a big bud. A lot of times I get small buds, they give you a shitload. Sometimes you get you'll get a couple big buds. I got 4 left. Which I always save the big buds for last. That's just what I do. I've always done it my whole life, ever since I was young. Ever since I was a kid. I've always liked staring at the big buds, So, one day I remember getting my first ounce, right? I'm down in my grandma's basement, and I was living with my dad, my 2 older brothers, that's what I consider my real father. I got his last name. And, I'm downstairs, and I had this fucking Budweiser mirror, like those old school Budweiser mirrors and shit. They're like pictures, and I had the ounce, I was about to bag it up, and I just got done smoking, it was late as fuck, man. It was 2 in the morning, and fucking, I'm playing PlayStation 2, I'm playing Grand Theft Auto. It was fucking Grand Theft Auto Vice City. And fucking, I'm playing, no, it was right before it was Vice City. It wasn't San Andreas, it was Vice City. And, because San Andreas didn't come out till I was freshman year. It was Vice City, because I was in middle school. Well, actually, I was in elementary, because I went from middle school to elementary, moved from Dearborn to Livonia in 6th grade in elementary. It was fucked up, man. I had problems, man, at this school. I was smoking weed in elementary, in a sense. It was fucking crazy, if you think about it, right? But, so, I have this fucking ounce of weed, right? And I just got it fucking, and they're big-ass buds, man. And I just got done smoking. I'm lighting these candles and shit. And I got Vice City. I'm playing Vice City. And I have it sitting just right next to me on the bed. You know, I'm just like thinking I'm the shit. You know what I mean? I'm young, man. You know, this is 6th grade. And it was hilarious when my grandma comes down. She's like, "What is that I smell? It smells like a skunk down here." I'm like, "Oh my God," you know, and she says it before she even, like, she yells it, you know, like down the stairs. And I was like, "It's the candles." And she's like, "That don't smell like no candles to me." And it, like, hit me. I'm like, "Oh my God, she fucking knows," you know? And she comes down, dude. And my dumbass grabs the pillow and sets it on top of the weed, right? Because it happened so fast, because then, boom, she's right there, you know? And she's looking at me, and I look down, and sure as shit, you know, all you see is the Budweiser picture on my bed, a mountain of weed, and then the pillow sitting on top of the mountain weed. You can clearly see the weed. She didn't say anything. She didn't. She did not say anything. She told me, "Get some sleep." That's what she said. She said, "Go to sleep, get some sleep. Go to bed." That's what she told me. I said, "Alright." She never said anything for a while, actually. And then she finally snitched on me, like, I don't know, probably about like a year, about half a year in, maybe a year. And I think it, she snitched on me because my brother kept on coming over. My brother, my second oldest brother, I was hiding my weed in the PlayStation 2 in the back, you know, where the bag, you know, where you can put the old school hard drives in, which, you know, I used to modify PlayStation 2, used to modify them, which are a pain in the ass. Um, that's why I love PlayStation 3s when they came out. They actually were the first game system to come out with Linux, and it was the very, very first operating system that they had on it, and they ended up taking it off and sending an update because they realized that, you know, if they're running Linux and all that, people are able to, you know, use the hypervisor, get the hypervisor or whatever, you know, they use to encrypt or lock down that regional disk, you know, because that at that time, you know, everything was on disk. So, you know, like back in the day when I was young, you used to be able to get like Japanese games, right? You'd get the Japanese games, and what you do is you put the pencil, you start the game, right, with the US game in the actual PlayStation, and I'm closing my eyes to that photographic memory. Because I remember doing it, you know. I'm trying to remember how I used to do it and explain it to you guys. You'd put the pencil in the actual the PlayStation. I remember doing this on PlayStation 1. You'd put the pencil, you know, in the little fucking eject thing, and when because when you open it, you have to hurry up and put the pencil on to make it think it's closed. Otherwise, it will say error. So as soon as you pop it open, you have to have the pencil ready to hold the fucking thing down to know that the tray is closed. You'd pop out the actual United States disc, right? The region disc that you're in, and then you'd put the other disc in and fucking slap it. You'd hurry up, pull the pencil, slap it closed, and if you were good quick enough, the computer would, because what it does is it reads a wobble. There's a wobble in the disk. The disk wobbles, you know, and it reads the wobble in the disk. That's how it knows what region it comes from and stuff. There's, you know, some of them put lines in it, you know, that's how they encode all that shit. So that's how they secure it. They come up with all these crazy different things. So I got really good at doing that shit over the years. You know, hacking that type of shit. That's what I do is like, you know, fix stuff, hacks, you know, like electronics, that type of stuff, make things. Ever since I was a little kid, I used to like get those like robotic fucking Technics sets and shit and do it. Just build all types of shit, which is what I do now. You know, we're about to be building stuff. We might be building a blazer if that woman, that woman down there, you know, has faith and believes in what I can do and trusts me. That's the main thing, you know. She's gonna be. This woman has to trust me. That's why I told her that, you know, I had a talk with her. I told her, you know, my neighbor, my 93-year-old neighbor lets me drive his truck, you know. So, you know, I told her, you know, I told her that I'm trying to build a car, and I told her who he was, and she knows who he is because, you know, she sits on the porch and she enjoys her coffee every morning, you know what I mean? And, you know, sits out and, you know, gets fresh air on their front porch, you know. She enjoys her property. Which that's why I want to do business with her, because I enjoy her as a neighbor. You understand what I'm saying? She brings peace to me. So I'm willing to bang up my body and do this hard ass work to make us money, you know what I mean? And to help someone, you know, get a Batman car. You know, and Batman's cool as fuck, man. I mean, who doesn't like Batman? So, you know, and that's why I'm doing it too, you know, that's why I'm doing it, because it's a Batman. That's how I'm getting my money back. How I'm getting my money back, because it's not just a regular Blazer. It's the only reason why I'm doing this. There's two reasons. Because if the Blazer was nice and it was a shit person, I wouldn't do it. And if it was a shit person, I wouldn't get the Blazer anyway. So, right? The stuff is fucking top notch, man. I'm telling you. Yeah. I'm gonna show you guys how to run a multi-million-dollar business. I've done it for many years, for many people. Done it for myself, so. It's not hard to lose it either. It's not. That's another thing we'll be discussing, so. It's not hard to lose it. All you gotta do is chase women. Chase women, be addicted to alcohol or drugs, gambling, all types of stuff. But that's why everybody calls it addiction. It's called evil, guilty conscience, sin. You gotta fill a void. They're not using God to fill that void. They're using everything else, which God, you're suffering. You're eating. God cursed us, right? He said you work and toil on the ground all your days, all of your life. Hey, what's up? Bring it over, set it down. Ryan just brought me a side stand motor, which is going to be for the go-kart, which I might try to put it together and see if we get some more money. I was just about to come over. I was rolling one up. I just ate a bowl of cereal and I was just talking about you too. Nice. Is that it goes in a go-kart, obviously.
Yeah.
It looks like a big one too.
Count. It runs.
I bet. It looks nice.
The clutch.
It don't matter. We'll find one. As it what? It's a Briggs & Stratton too, so it's a good brand. And it will run forever, as long as you keep oil in it.
I got it from some guy. He's like, yeah, it runs. As soon as you give it water, it dies. Or get gas. It dies. The fuel filter is plugged.
It figures. That's how that. I had a lawnmower here that was like that, and perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Briggs & Stratton, these overhead valves, those are the best type of side shaft motors to get, unless you want to go primitive and old school. Which, if you do get those like 3-horse Briggs & Strattons, the older ones, you want to get like a snowmobile carburetor or just a bigger carburetor. You get those modified to run alcohol, and you run like a straight pipe, run like a decent clutch, and like some big teeth in the back with a slick. You pick out whatever frame you want. Any mini bike frame, that thing will do 60 all day long. Easily. Maybe more if you gear it right, if you know what you're doing. These ones are the best ones to have though. You just run regular gas, you get the whole family around. These are the best ones to run. Because they get the best, they're more efficient. They're overhead valve. But yeah, I can't wait to work on this. I'm going manual. I've already made up my mind.
You just gonna put 4-speed on it?
Yeah, or 3-speed. I was looking at R10. I was looking at a few of them. GM makes a few of them.
They make tons.
So.
T10's a good one.
Yeah, I was actually seeing that. I was reading that on Wikipedia. If you go on Wikipedia, it tells you all the list of all the GM's transmissions that they made over the years. I was just reading the T10, the R10, the NV3500 is the one I'm mostly interested in. I'm going to light this and hit this before I go over to your house.
Oh, that's fine.
I'll be right over.
All right, we gotta just roll the satellite back.
Okay.
And I got the go-kart, so we just grab it and just carry it flat right out.
All right.
And then
I'm excited. You have no idea.
Coke machine.
I know that's going to be heavy, but it looks cool. Oh, it'll be cool then. It'll be easy.
Yeah.
And I got your big ass, so you'll be able to help me tip it back. I had him on my bed this morning at 4 o'clock this morning. He was sleeping in my bed. Yeah. He's a good cat, man. If you buy him a house, I'm not going to take him. If I see a house, you buy him a house, I ain't going to steal him. Build him one. I'm telling you, you got to build it before I leave. You got to build it before I leave, man.
He lives under my van.
I know, he's always here.
Well, that's the house he came from.
I know, that's why, but I don't want him. I'm about to spend money on his back. That's why I'm saying if I'm about to spend money on his back, you got to build him a little hut. Build him something small until you have the money.
That's what I got all them 2x4s for.
Like I said, build him something small for now. That way you can just build him something quick so he has it. That way I can start bringing food over there and I can get him used to being in your yard instead of theirs.
I got food over there.
I know, but he's...
Food, look, you got food, you got water on him.
Ryan, I'm trying to get him to come to your yard. If you want to keep him, I'm trying to get him to come to your yard instead of their yard.
He does, look, he's got food, he's got water, he's eating right now.
I know, he goes to every porch, so... He goes to every porch and fucking robs them.
Look, I got all the 2x4s and a pallet. I just built a house out of there.
I know, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm telling everybody you're building my house. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to help you do it with the cat.
All right.
You're being stubborn, Ryan.
No, I told you, I got the wood right there.
I want to get it done now, though. That's what I'm trying to say.
When the dude left, he left me a shitload of wood. Like,
who, that neighbor?
The guy I bought the house from.
I'm going to put this out.
The dude left me like...
Ryan, I'm just telling you, if you don't have that house up, I'm going to take that cat. That's all I'm trying to tell you. I'm just forewarning you. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
He likes it here.
I know that, but I'm just telling you that's what I'm going to do. That's what my heart's telling me to do, Bubba. I know, and he has no home. You don't have it in the house because of your cat. That's the thing. I don't want him to stay outside anymore.
He's a good cat. Yeah.
And that's why I want him to come inside.
Well, I put an electric blanket in there for him and everything.
I love these cars, man. So tell me about your cars, man. Fucking, what the fuck has been going on in here, man?
I only bought the house for the garage.
I see why.
Like, I walked in the garage and I'm like, let me go turn Neil Young down.
It's fucking, dude, look at all these cars, man. It's fucking cool as hell, dude. I've been wanting to come in here and show you guys. Bill talks shit about this garage, saying that Ryan has too much shit, but you know what?
I just bought 2 more cars.
It's fucking cool as fuck. If he had help...
I got a 69 Charger at my grandma's house.
If he had help and stuff, you know, this stuff would be nice, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, look at this.
He just needs help.
Like, when I got this...
No one helps you, you know what I mean?
Well, my dad comes over a little bit.
Well, that's why you have so much. Right.
This is his car.
And you do too.
So my mom left when I was 5.
Wow. That's young.
My dad and my grandma raised me, my great uncle.
Well, did your mom have anything to do with this car?
No.
No, it's just your, okay.
No, my dad, this is my dad's car. He had 10 of these.
Okay.
And he bought this
these, obviously.
In 1984.
Wow, right before I was born, a couple years.
You
too, he's the same age as you're the same age as me.
And I promised him I'd restore it.
Well, you're doing good. The motor looks nice.
I gave him a model, like a little plastic model.
Yeah.
And I made it look just like this, like with the body, how the body's...
Like the one of the what you have up there, but the model car, bigger car? Yeah, that's what I was thinking when you said.
I painted it the same color and put a yellow deck lid, and I took a torch and I put the dents in it.
That's sweet.
And he loved it so much, I decided to leave the body, and then I could do the rest of the, all the suspension's brand new. I did all the floors, like all the frame rails.
You can tell it's clean and it's solid, you know?
But the whole floor.
You just got a line. Oh, well.
But I welded all. I got.
Can you show me?
Yeah, let's roll it out back.
All right, I'm going to set the camera down. Let me go on the side and set the camera down. Thank you.
What we got to do is just got to get enough speed to get it over that hump.
What about, do you want to put anything behind the tires so we don't hit that other car? No.
No, there ain't no other car.
Your driveway ain't that steep.
No, we just grab this,
Yep.
and you can just walk with it.
All right.
So go forward, and then it takes a lot to get it over this hump. We gotta get it.
Usually takes 2, don't it?
Usually it takes 3.
I gotta turn the wheel.
So you gotta watch that side.
All right.
Make sure we don't hit nothing. And you gotta be careful because the windshield. The glass is on the roof.
All right.
That's a windshield laying on the roof.
Is that it underneath there, or is it down
It's
here?
wrapped in a blanket. It's on the roof. It's in the
You
middle.
don't think that tire's gonna knock it off, do you?
No.
Alright, I think
Ready?
we're good, even though we might have to get that tire up there. Alright, we're ready.
Ready?
I'm gonna go. I'm about to go.
1,
Ready? Go.
2, hold on.
Oh, you wanna
1,
to it?
2, 3.
Go back.
It's hard to get traction. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because I went backwards.
Now that's the hard part. So wait, hold on. Are we good on that side? We're good on this side.
Yeah, we're good. On that side, yeah, you're gonna turn the tire. We're good on my side. You need help?
You grab it. Yeah, straighten that. 1, 2, 3. Good thing I put the steering column in by now, but
Oh, so the tires are going independent?
no, they're turned together, but there's no steering wheel in the car.
Oh, I got you.
So
I was saying when I kicked it, it felt like it was moving the other one. But it's hard to tell, you know, when you're kicking it.
okay, stop. I gotta turn the wheel.
Yeah, turn it the other way.
Ready?
Yeah, you're good.
Here.
Want to just pull it towards you, yank it towards you.
Yeah, so I'm trying, but it's got a motor in it now.
Yeah, it's heavy. I didn't mean it like you're not going fast enough. I didn't mean it like that, Ryan.
No, it's a lot easier. Like the Volkswagen, I can pick that. Me and Bill picked it up and moved it over by the front end.
I bet. That's why I like working on small cars. That's why I bought the Geo Metro. That guy that just bought that 4L80E from me, he had a fucking monster truck. I could fucking... Dude, listen, that 4L80E is heavier than you think, man. When it has fully loaded with oil. Oh my god,
Shit.
my stomach's cut up from it. I don't wanna go back.
Hold on. It's good.
So we got it out. So we have like a half an hour, so we gotta make whatever you want to show, you gotta make this quick, Ryan. Cause then I gotta go upload it, cause it takes about an hour to upload, Bubba.
No big deal. You should grab the jack.
No, I just don't wanna, it's gonna get late, that's what I'm saying. So I wanna try to show everyone whatever you want to show. Cause I was gonna try to get 2 videos in with you, that's what I'm trying to get at. This thing's so fucking cool. All these cars are cool, man. I knew he had cool shit in here, dude. What the fuck is this? Mr. Machine?
That's a toy from the 60s.
Dude, can I look at this?
Yeah.
I just want to... Yeah.
So you wind him up, and he goes.
Oh, this is
You
cool.
gotta wind it up, it'll go.
Alright. It's called a Mr. Machine. What the fuck?
Made by Mattel in the 60s, 1963, 1964.
We gotta wind this up. We definitely have to wind this up. I'm so excited. You have no idea. There's like an off-on button. The fuck? You spin this too? You can turn this. So, oh yeah, the wheel turns on the bottom. Wind it up. Fuck. The head moves and shit. There's a number 4 on it, which is significant. That's study number 4s, which I'll be going through the alphabet eventually, one by one. Even though I do it randomly when we do Bible study, I'll look it up a lot. Alright, Alright, you gotta kind of hold it when you do this. Oh, no, you don't. I just don't want to break it, you know? It's kind of hard to turn it when it's without knocking it over. Like. Alright, that should be enough. It's old. Probably just needs a push. No, it wound up pretty. It moves pretty fast. I bet you can wind it up a lot more. I don't want to break it, man. It's on. I'm telling you, there's those metal rings. You can wind them up pretty strong. I think we're good.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Wanna roll?
Alright, let's see.
Just make sure it don't hit nothing.
Oh, the car. You're good. You want to go more?
No, it should be
Should
good.
be good, right?
It should be good.
Definitely. Dude, this thing's cool as hell. I've never seen one of these. I've seen a lot of toys, but I've never seen one
Yeah, that's
like
from the
this.
60s. Made by a company called Mattel.
Well, I've heard of
Same company makes
Mattel,
Hot
yeah.
Wheels.
Well, you're the toy man.
Yeah.
You got all these fucking Hot Wheels. That's why I wanted to come in here. I was like, man, if he collects all those Hot Wheels and he's a car guy, he's got to have a bunch of cool shit, man. And look, he's got more than what I got right this moment. At least what everybody knows of.
All right. So this one, that's a 71 Saddler restored for my dad, Sebring Plus. That's a factory. That's a really rare color.
Yeah, it is. You can tell
You had
it's.
to pay extra for that color.
You could tell that's the stock color on that fender.
Yeah, that's the original.
Yeah,
paint.
you can tell that's the
Yep.
original.
That's why I'm
that
fixing
side,
the-
right? You could tell that's not.
Well, that's original paint. It's just dirty.
It's just dirty. Well, you can tell something happened to it. That's what I'm trying to
the
get
fender's
at.
smashed.
Okay, see, well, that's why.
But here's the crazy thing. Look at this. So this door
Been doing this a long time.
is off a different car. Believe it or not.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it though. Honestly,
But
well,
it's-
you
it's
can
factory- I primered
kind
it,
of.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
The
can
whole
see
door
the
was
different yellow.
primered, and I wet sanded all the primer off. So I'm gonna straighten that fender out best I can.
I mean, once
My
you get
dad-
everything tightened up,
I got a mint one. I drove all the way.
once you get
Maryland
everything
for it.
tightened up, I bet it's probably hard to find shit for this stuff.
It's really hard. It's 71.
What do you mean?
This is a lot of 71 only parts.
No, I mean the Dodges are back in the day. So from the industry, the salvage yard industry, what my boss told me back in the day when he was growing up, that the Power Wagons were the best vehicles you could ever buy back then. And then Dodge really kind of went shit for a few years. He said when the gas crisis happened, because he said you could go out to a Dodge lot and the cars would be rusty on the lot before you even bought them. And he said the motors were great. The motors run forever, but the cars were. He said they were just basically a crate with a motor. That's what he said. That's what everybody back in the day would say. But I mean, they are pushing out one of the most highest horsepower factory cars out on the streets today. So,
All right, you ready?
so that tells you something. Even though they don't last long because people dog the fuck out of them and they're all forced induction, most of them. All right, I'm ready. Let's move some of this stuff first.
It's really not that heavy.
Oh, I'm gonna remove some of these seats and all this shit, and we'll just put it there.
Nope. I gotta put that down.
I
in
like
the
this
basement.
seat.
That's the one out of
What
the
is
car.
it out of?
That's out of the yellow car.
The yellow one, so it's a Dodge?
It's a Plymouth. Yeah, Dodge.
Plymouth is like the higher version, right? Like the
Yeah,
more,
Dodge
like,
is like
yeah,
the
it's like the
more-
gentleman's version.
Yeah.
Leather interior, fully loaded type shit.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
You want to move? No, the motor's not moving right. Like I said, the motor's not moving. So, let me climb back there and get under in the back. Let me get behind you.
I'm gonna lay it down. There we go.
I was gonna get behind her and lift it up.
No, it's just grab it. Just watch. What's the funny little?
Ryan, you're gonna get hurt.
No. Watch. Just put it like this. And then it's gonna lay down. And we're just gonna walk it right out of there.
But who's gonna grab the back?
It's not. It's front heavy. It's not back heavy. It's got one wheel on it.
Listen.
I know. I put it. Just like that. Watch those. Okay, ready?
You're a pain in the ass, Ryan. You know, if it would have been my way, it'd been so much easier.
No, I put it in here, dude. Trust me.
I believe you.
I do this for a
I
living.
believe you, but and now I gotta go climb back there.
No, you don't. Hold on a second.
Are you gonna
Hello?
flip it sideways?
Hey, what's up?
Or you flip it this way?
Giving that go-kart away. Here, I got it. Just, no, just tilt it up.
You're gonna scratch your motor.
I don't care about that.
I
All right, I'll talk to you. Yep, bye.
do. I don't need you fucking up your motor, man. It's fucking nicely painted. I don't want to add 5 screws in my knee. I don't want to get hurt. My fucking shoulder slippery and all that shit.
Okay.
This thing fucking, what this fucking heavy ass thing come out of these things? Those are axles, aren't they?
Yeah, that's for that. That's for that car.
Fucking
That's
hard.
the axle that's gonna go in.
Was it hard to get out or put in or whatever?
You gotta cut the race.
Do you?
And you gotta slide it out. Then you gotta cut the bearing race.
I have the reason why I'm asking is because I'm about to be doing mine in
That comes out completely different.
well, I still
You
gonna
slide
send
them.
them,
You take the cover off. You slide them in. You got a pin, the clip. Pull the clip. And you spin it. Pull the pin. Then they just come right out.
Alright.
It's like a metal dowel about that long.
So I'm buying the Yukon kit to put my
Okay, so
to
clip.
redo my design.
Okay, ready? Okay, watch that piece of glass right there. Whatever you do.
Yeah, man.
Whatever you do.
Is that homemade?
Yeah, it's homemade.
It looks like it's fucking got a bunch of shit added to it for sure.
Supposedly this came. Supposedly this came from that race car track on 8 Mile. There's a pot shop now.
Oh, you
I
got this
know what you're
big
talking about.
plane going across on the what firewall.
That's from the
Alright. We got that fucking thing out. Ryan, stubborn as hell. He's more stubborn than me. I thought I was stubborn. That's why he has all this stuff though too.
They know how to do stuff.
They know how to make motors, that's about it. And they know how to style.
Car, no car.
They're getting better at making stuff look good. I like imports, my opinion. This thing is cool looking, man.
That's a 61 Ventomatic.
That's so cool. It looks like a cigarette fucking.
I've
That's
never
so
plugged
cool.
it in.
I don't care, man.
I have no idea if it works.
I'm gonna figure something out with it.
You can have it. I just don't want
It's
it.
cool.
I want to clean this out. I want to make this my machine shop.
That's what you need to do. That's what you're good at. That's how you're gonna make money. You need to catch up. You need to make up. You
This
need to make
goes
some
with
money. You got all this stuff and you're
This is
missing
the
out.
tray.
Okay.
Yeah. Throw that on my charger.
Yeah, we definitely do if you want to help me move this stuff.
All right. Well, I'll just come in here with the
A dolly.
the dollies in front of the.
Okay. I'll move this bar for you. I'm excited. This thing's cool as hell, fucking Ryan. Where'd you get this? Where'd you get the Where'd you get it from?
Some guy on Facebook.
You just.
I gave him like $40 for it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make a
it's-
fridge.
He said he paid $40 for it.
Out of it.
It's
Like, I
pretty
was gonna
cool,
put
man.
some LEDs
Yeah,
in
I would have
it,
done something like that with it,
like
right?
And then I was gonna make it open up like I put a mini fridge in.
Yeah.
And then I ended up making one out of a gas pump.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, they're sharp looking cars.
So he's grabbing the dolly. You should be able to get in there now, Ryan.
That's my small scrap pile.
I just told you you work. That's all that says.
That's like when I need a piece of little metal to make a bracket or something.
Yeah.
Oh, take these.
That's it. Oh, those will help. I actually just broke some not too long ago. I just put them on my dolly.
Well, that's for that.
That's sweet. That's a just put. That's awesome. Thank you.
How'd that car
God bless
get so
you.
rushed?
Because it's a Dodge.
Sit down, sure.
It's because it's a Dodge. It's a Dodge Satellite. It's actually not. It's pretty cool looking, man. Like, it's not bad looking at all. If he actually got this together, I would change the bumper. What I would, well, I wouldn't change it if I kept it. If I didn't change it and kept it, I would make it flush, you know. I would fill this all in and bring this, you know, in, and you know, that's what I would do to it. You know, I'd put LEDs, you know, I'd modernize these, you know, smoke them out type thing. You know, I'd probably black this car. I'd probably black it all out because it's so big and ugly right here. By blacking it out, it'd make it look smaller. It'd make it look more thinner, you know, like a missile in a sense. I'd probably put like a can of purple in it, you know, some
Richard
type
Petty.
of purple in it because my purple is my favorite color. What's up?
Richard Petty won the 71 Daytona 500 in it.
And I bet it's a cool ass car, man. Dodge really knew what they were doing with the Hemi, man. It's a hemispherical combustion chamber. You think about it. The world is round. Everything, you know, when we speak, you know, sound, when we say oh, it's round, it's an O, it's a circle. You got it? I know you got it, but you want some help?
Well, I just don't want to tip it into the camera.
Right. And hurt your fingers too.
So, okay, what we got to do.
Carrying you some of this stuff, so.
Careful.
Yeah, that's why I was like trying
Yeah,
to.
I want to just clean. Like I said, I want to get rid of all this stuff. I'm probably gonna get rid of some of this scrap.
You need to definitely move it so you can put your bench here, like you were talking about.
Yeah.
I hope you move the stuff.
Careful, because there's a mirror back there.
You're good.
This is a mirror.
All right, so don't
Yeah,
break
that's a
it.
big ass mirror.
Well, I think we got everything.
Yep. I forgot that was back there till
Yeah,
just
we
now.
should be good now. I was just worried about that one piece, really.
So that mirror is gonna go in this frame up here, and it's gonna
Uh-huh.
go on the roof of my van.
Oh,
So the whole it's gonna have a whole mirror
should
ceiling.
definitely be like 70s looking.
I got shag carpet for it.
All right. You ready?
Okay, what you gotta do? Watch out!
You're good. You're good. You got the weight. You're a big boy.
I got the weight. It just I gotta turn it. And there's a rotor on the right in my fucking way.
And have to tip it. Good idea. Tip it back. Yeah, I can
It's
hold
not
it.
really that heavy.
No, I didn't. I seen you got it.
What are you guys doing?
We're
Moving a Coke machine.
doing grown man stuff, man. Kids aren't allowed.
Well,
No, I'm just picking on you.
I'm picking on Bill.
I always pick him, but he picks on me. He wakes me up at fucking 9 in the morning and told him I'm about to go back to sleep and keeps me up. That's what best friends do. That's why I'm buying him a car. I'm hoping this lady drops off that Blazer tomorrow, or she calls AAA and has it dropped off. I might be putting my LS motor in that Blazer and flipping it for $8,000. I'm gonna shoot for $5,000, which it's gonna hurt me because I want that motor in my truck. I don't know what
You got the cord?
The motor's going in that truck. I gotta put a new motor in that truck.
3. You got the cord?
It's dragging. Too late.
Watch that window.
Watch out! Oh, the car. Yo, I almost hit it. You almost hit it. We both almost hit it.
don't let the cops see you running around with this damn thing. I think you stole it.
These days, they fucking high wood cost.
Is this thing ever?
Oh man, well, the monster got it out. Fucking hard-headed grunt work. Those are the type of people you want behind your back, let me tell you. People like that, stubborn like that, those are the people you want on your side. Even though they're hard to deal with sometimes, it's worth the headache. He just needs help, man. The kid's intelligent as fuck. He just needs help. He don't have no help. He has a girlfriend. So he just gave me that. And this Coca-Cola machine, which I'm about to fucking check. My fucking foot is on fucking fire right now, dude, from the blister. It hurts like a bitch. I actually put the cloud foam shoes back on because there's more room for my feet to spread right now, and I'm not walking like far. I'm excited. We're about to go look at this Coca-Cola machine. He just gave me this thing. So it's a 60s Coca-Cola machine, you know? And the reason why I'm taking it is because it's mostly metal and everything's there from what I can see. I'm gonna, like what I'm saying is I'm gonna make my time, I'm gonna take my time trying to clean it up and put it for sale. I'm not gonna scrap it in a sense, you get what I'm saying? You could do all types of different things with this thing. And that's the type of person I am, you know. I refurbish things, I invent things, I make things, you know. I might even keep it. I might even put it in my, you know, my garage on the Florida. It might go down the Florida with me, and it might end up in my little, it's gonna be cool. That's all I can tell you, man. It's gonna be cool. So, it's gonna be a concept shop for the most part. That's what it's gonna be. You know, I'm gonna be designing, you know, concepts and all those other things, and for weather and all that stuff. Oh, that cat was in my bed at 4 o'clock this morning, Bill.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm excited to have this, and I have a motor for it too. So, might try to fucking get it running, try to find some wheels, go drive around the neighborhood first before I sell it. I could throw the fucking Geo Metro seat in it.
Yeah, I remember these things on Telegraph.
Put the motor on it, throw a Geo Metro seat. Hey, you don't have a chain, do you?
That's all I got, man.
I'm gonna have to figure that one out.
You know what these cars did when they were on Telegraph?
What's that?
They actually jumped up in the air.
Really?
Yeah, when they took off.
That's funny.
Well, they didn't take off. They would just, he would hit the gas and the thing would jump up in the air about this high.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah, they so full of man, I swear.
Oh, you're talking about the wheelie. You're talking about them doing wheelies. This, I'm excited. What the fuck is this? I see it's a hatchback.
It's an 86 Plymouth Turismo.
What?
It started life as. First car I ever bought when I was 15. And
What year is it?
86.
And what came in it?
Bone stock had a Chrysler 2.2
That's what I thought.
4-cylinder.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought it was. So it's like the Daytona.
It's smaller.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn
I've
the light
seen
on.
pictures of it. I've seen it on the internet. I've never seen one in person.
I'm gonna turn the light on. I bought that car for $175 when I was 15.
What are you doing with it? You're gonna restore it? Listen, I have a fetish for these cars, and the reason why, listen, it's 5-lug, and it's a 4-cylinder.
I drove it home with no
Tells you
license
something.
before I even had a license.
Uh-huh.
And I paid $175. And a frame rail fell off. It was all rusty.
It almost looks like a Mustang, like
Everybody
a Mercury
knows this.
Capri. It does look like it, kind of.
Like a lot of people think it's a
I knew it wasn't, though.
So, I obviously the hood's buried, but
I don't give a fuck about that.
I did a swap. It's one of 5,000 made. It's got a Lotus engine in it.
That's dope.
It's got
This is heavy, isn't it? I wanted to see the logo, kind of.
Careful, this is fresh.
That's why I wanted to see if it was heavy.
Yeah.
We're not moving it.
Yeah.
Not unless we
I got
fucking
this
move a bunch of
on
shit.
it, Yeah, but one day I'll get it out for you.
It's so
But
cool.
it's got a turbo like this big on it.
Really?
It's got a big
I
turbo
bet.
on it. It's got a dual overhead
No wonder
cam.
why it has a 5-lug.
Yeah, I converted it from 4 to 5. It's got
So,
4-way disc
okay.
brakes. It's got coilovers front.
So
and
you did convert it. It doesn't come like that. I thought maybe it came like that
The
because
performance
of
version
Turismo.
did.
Okay.
The Shelby Charger version.
Right, that's what I was thinking. It was when it was the Turismo. I've read up on these cars. I was thinking it was that one. You know I knew they came 5-lug.
Yep. The early ones were 4-lug, and they switched them to 5-lug.
Which is rare for a 4-cylinder. Only usually like
the Daytonas all came 5. Well,
Dodge did it too.
In
Well,
85 and later to 93, they all came 5-lug.
The Eagle Tanlons too. You know what I mean? Those Eagle Tanlons have 5-lug. Like they do 5-lug swaps,
Yep.
which is rare. That's rare. It's rare to see that with some cars. You know what I mean? For 4-cylinder cars.
But this motor right here, this engine, has 100. It's a 2.2 liter, 135 cubic inches.
It's pretty big.
And it
2.2
was rated at over 300 horsepower.
That's sick, because you're getting more than you're getting over. You're getting over 100 horsepower per liter.
It's the most efficient
insane.
Dodge engine ever.
I
made.
bet
It has more horsepower per cubic inch than the 426 Hemi.
Which is insane because
it's really rated at 275 and it really dynoed closer to 300.
Huh.
But it's got a full 2-inch cat back. I made a custom Y pipe, so it's got true duals on it.
That's sweet.
And then I put a giant intercooler out of a Volvo.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, it's got.
I got a Saab intercooler. I mean, a Saab transcooler right now. I'm about to be using for the truck. That's pretty big. I want a bigger one, but
all the parts are in there. Finish
it's
it.
dope. I like how it has the like the strut. Like everything is still like original, you know?
Yeah, I wanted to leave the body kind of.
Yeah,
super,
it's fucking sweet.
But it'll roast the front tires from here
I
to
bet.
next Tuesday.
It's crazy. It's front wheel drive. That's what just blows my mind.
And this right here is a 73 Roadrunner 340 underneath all that stuff.
That's actually pretty cool.
It's
The 340 is actually a rear motor.
In 73, it's last year.
Yeah, they didn't make that motor very well. Like, they didn't make that motor that much.
Those are super rare. People would go nuts for those. Those are 71, 72.
The magazines, the fenders. The fenders.
Yeah,
those are Roadrunner fenders? Nice.
They don't make them.
Well, I mean, it's a Plymouth Roadrunner. What do you expect? He even got some surfboards up there. That's cool.
Surfboards up there.
Dude, I want one of those. You willing to come up off one of those, bub? I'll give you cash money.
I love them things.
I know, I can tell.
I got them out of a clean out. They came from a crack house in East Point.
Really? I want the pink one, man, so bad with the pink fender.
I think that's a Keeler one. No, the other one's a Keeler.
That's the one I want. If I were to get one from you, that's the one that I want with the pink.
That one's cool. They're in good shape too. The one's got a little dip on the nose.
The reason why I want that one because I see the other one. It has the 3 fins, which tells me that's the more expensive one. So that's probably why I would go for that one because you can see.
What I was really gonna do is I wanted to put them on the roof of the wagon when I get the wagon done.
That would be so cool. That would be so awesome.
That was my high school car.
That's cool, man. I dig you a lot, honestly.
So
I like you a lot, Ryan. You make me like you more and more every minute we talk.
Did you see all the beer cans and stuff up there?
Dude, I have. Trust me, I pay attention to everything. You do not know who I am.
That's a PBR can.
That's cool. I was just looking at that, dude. That's sweet. I would so buy that from you.
Actually, the guy that just gave me that, he just passed away.
Oh yeah, I can't buy that from
Saturday,
you.
actually.
You got a Pink Floyd fucking
wine.
Dark Side of the Moon wine bottle? That's dope.
That's a real Krager box. That's what they ship Kragers in.
That's so cool.
Yep. This is, you know what this is.
It's alarm stuff. I know computer ECU stuff, flasher. Yep. Oh, so what flash, HP or?
Only Chryslers.
Only Chrysler's?
Only
so
80s
I'm not familiar with those.
C sharp.
So C sharp? Okay.
C sharp.
So I gotta look that up then.
That's all they do is C sharp.
Which I studied numbers, C's, and for it to be C sharp, I got to start looking into Dodge Chrysler. Maybe they are doing something I don't know because C is a really
these are 80s.
biblical number.
These are 80s.
Still, C sharp. You know what I mean? You get the name. The letter C is biblical.
These are all just my leftover Camaro parts. And,
so they're calling it C sharp, so it must be really sharp. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
If they're calling it that, so I gotta look into it because that program, you get what I'm saying? And that's that's what I do. See, that's what he just showed me. That's what I do. I hack stuff like that. I build stuff like that. I'm gonna be chasing weather stuff. I'm gonna be chasing storms and typhoons. I'm gonna be putting a lot of weather equipment and building my own systems, chasing weather and studying it. And then I'm gonna be selling the weather data back to the universities in a sense and studying it for. Because our lakes, the Great Lakes, they're rising faster than people think. I watch it, and I've been around the world and I've seen the damage and the carnage and I've seen the trash and I've been studying it for years now because I'm a computer geek, I watch all these documentaries. I'm a documentary fucking junkie And I watch like Vice News, Vox News. I've been doing this stuff for years. I've been programming. My stuff is out there that people don't even know. Like my programming from open source wise, I've helped develop in the open source community for over 15 years now, and it's made me a lot of money, a lot. But I want to put it to good use, my skills, you know what I mean? And I found a purpose. I've always wanted to be a weatherman, like at the news, and I never got that chance as an opportunity.
Right.
So I'm taking this opportunity now because I have the money. Instead of buying a house, I've owned a house. I know what it's like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's time. I've always wanted to sail the world. It's my dream. And I rap, I make music, and people already make the music. All the music that's out there, I already relate with it. There's so many good rappers and artists out there that make the music. They say the same things that I'm gonna say. You get what I'm saying? They've been saying it. All my dream, the dream, chasing the storms, and with my my significant other, and doing it once, around the world sailing. At my age, I gotta do it now before I'm too old. I'm 33, so that's why I'm doing this. But I'm very thankful having you in my life, Ryan.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
It's been a blessing to see all this stuff. I like this fucking plane you have.
Oh,
It's awesome.
actually, I found that in the garbage, and
Really?
I repurposed it up there.
So there's I don't know if you know, I'm sure you do. You're one of those people that are really knowledgeable, but they have a plane place over here at Joy Road, and Burt.
Okay.
It's right here in Detroit and Outer Drive, you know what I'm talking about, where they shoot where they shoot the guns at, that big hill right there. Right on the other side of Telegraph. You go down Joy Road.
Yeah.
There on the right on the right hand side, there's a field. They actually fly those planes, and they have an actual like airstrip you can fly, because when you fly these and stuff like that, you have to fly only so low, because if you fly it high enough, you have to have flight plans. You have to call it in to even fly it, or you can get in trouble. So that's why they have those fly zones. You can look it up, and you can go fly these there legally. So if you ever want to, you're in Detroit area, I'm sure there's many of them, but one of the ones that I know that's close to where I live, it's at Joy Road and Outer Drive area. So yeah, just so everyone knows if they're from the Detroit area. Yeah, I want to see this so bad. I want to see all this stuff. That's why when you said you're going to give me this stuff, I'm like, oh, you know what? This is my shot to go see everything and help him get everything out, because I know the shit's overwhelming. And if he's trying to give me stuff, I know in his mind, he's trying to put his garage together, and I know what it's like to be a man and not have help and try to get the shit together.
I've been here for 3 years, and
it's hard to do stuff.
I had a shop.
Yeah.
I started my shop when I was 22. It was 1,100 square foot.
It's pretty big. How much were you paying, dear man, if you don't mind asking?
I started
per square foot?
6, then I went up to 650.
Okay, that's not bad. That's actually really cheap.
It was on 16 in Grossbeck. It was right next to the police
Yeah.
station in Clinton Township.
Okay, Grossbeck's pretty high, heavy traffic, so
Yeah.
you were doing good traffic-wise.
Yeah, I was doing okay. I got to the point of, I'm like, I got all these cars, and I'm working on everybody else's cars. And I've worked for millionaires. I was a millionaire's personal mechanic for a while.
That's hard to do.
And
I'm working a lot.
I got pictures, like videos.
Because if you're working for a millionaire pumping out vehicles,
He was a hard dude to work with.
I bet.
He didn't
I
like.
bet he was. He was a stickler, I'm sure. I've worked for a lot of them. Trust me. That's how I've made my money. Is working for those type of people. That's how I know what I know. Because I shadowed them.
I mean, I learned a lot, but at the same time, it was kind of like, it's like I did all I could do here, and then we had to get in a position we could quit.
Well, you learned the greatest lesson, Ryan. Is in order to get the most out of anything, you got to do it for yourself.
Right.
So, but you got to learn how to. You got to learn how to find people and see what it is that they're good at, and be able to provide what it is that they're good at, so that you both may benefit. And here's the thing: these days, nobody wants to fucking work.
That was my shop.
See, he wants to work. He likes to work. If you guys want to work, come help this man out. Look at these cars.
I got.
Go back. Look at those cars, man. Those are nice, and they're fucking almost identical.
Yep.
That's dope.
One's an 86 Laser, one's an 86.
The other one had a HUD scoop too.
They have the same hood.
The
Yeah.
same hood?
Both T-tops.
Okay.
But I mean, we did a lot of. I've done. That's when that car was sitting.
Nice.
The satellite. That's when it was
When
sitting
it was at
next
the
to my
shop.
dad's.
Yep.
That's when we towed it out of there. That was a guy I used to work for. That's a Batmobile.
It's funny. I've seen that on Heinz Drive.
That's probably the same one.
I've seen it in Heinz Drive with the car show.
That's,
And at Woodward.
that's my old Duster.
That's cool. You look familiar, actually. I might have seen you
Probably.
at a car show for sure. I've been going to car shows. I used to always go to Joy Road and Telegraph. But you're from the east side, though. You ever go to like French Road?
We used to go all over.
You've been to French Road, right?
Oh yeah.
I might have seen him on French Road.
Probably.
Yeah.
We used to race down there.
Yeah.
Um,
Listen, I built cars that do $160. I've done $160 down 94, blowing flames out the back end of my car.
that was my shop when it was like packed.
That's cool. I'm serious. I'm not lying. I know what I'm doing. It's cool.
I did 150.
And so
in
does
that
he,
car
if you
over
can't
there.
tell.
The car that's buried over there, I did 150 in that
That's
one.
fucking sweet. I wish I could stay here, man, and help you out now. It's funny how this works, I'm leaving, right? And here I am. I'm just now getting settled in, right? And my dad wants to be a Jew and take off and fucking, because he don't want to confront the truth and talk to me about it and the rest of my fucking family. And here I am leaving, which is a good thing. I want to go. That's my purpose. But, I could be fucking, doing something with this guy, man. Like, look at this shit. He has everything to set up shop. All he needs is someone that can rhyme with him, be in rhythm with him. And that's hard to find people to be willing to do that.
That's my high school graduation picture with that car
That's
right
cool.
there.
I actually like that. It's dope.
That was with that station wagon.
It looks like it has like a rear end in it. It got pre-runners too, it looks like.
I had it jacked up.
Yeah,
My
I can
dad
tell.
gave me those
You can
mags.
tell it had something on it.
The Kragers that are on it.
Right.
That was my graduation present for my
That's
dad.
sweet. It's sweet.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that car back in high school. I wired it in.
I admire your dad. I admire your dad.
It's got an Atari wired into the back seat
Really? I believe that.
with a black and white.
I
TV.
believe it. I believe it. This thing's cool. The fucking station wagon's probably one of my favorite. Even though if I had to pick a car, honestly, it'd be the Turismo, just because of what it is. Out of all these cars, even this one, even though this Daytona up here, I love the Daytona, I would still buy this is what I would end up with just because of who I am. Then the second car would be the wagon. Knowing him, it'd probably be the yellow car, and then the wagon. Am I right?
Oh, that's the model I built. I was telling you about earlier.
That's sweet. That's the model car you was
Yeah.
talking about that he built. That's identical to the one he has out there, which is fucking awesome. I admire that you went through just to say you have that car right there, and then you got a model of it. Who knows? Who has that stuff? You know what I mean? Nobody has
That
that
was my
shit. I
dad's.
don't right now.
That was my dad's present. That was like his favorite present.
I don't
of all
have
time.
this stuff is unique. I don't have none of this Dodge stuff. I'm not a Dodge freak. I'm more of an import Chevy freak, Ford freak. But I love all cars. I love everything. I would have Dodge. I don't have it.
Here's the last thing I built.
I want to have me a Dodge car. I always wanted to build me a wagon, and I wanted to put 22s on it and bag it. And then I wanted to put a couple
That was
squares in the back.
that was the last day of my shop. We cut up a motorhome and made a ramp truck out of it.
That's sweet. That's awesome. Fucking.
I still got it.
That's cool as hell because you can go camping, and then
Yep.
you can put your fucking off-road
car
truck
on
on the
it.
back, the race car, the fucking Jeep. That's dope. You can take you and your girl out. Listen, man, if you guys want to go in business, anybody out there that has money that really wants to go in business with somebody that can get along with this crazy fucker, and come help him, man. I'm telling you. Don't be on no bullshit because I'll fuck you up and kill you. I'm serious. So
All right.
come hang out with him.
That was before,
That's cool.
right?
It's dirty as fuck, really.
That was before.
What the fuck? It had looked like somebody poured concrete in the motor. Nice. And that was the same
After.
motor?
No,
That's-
it was a different engine, but
But still,
same car.
right.
Yeah, and I'll show you what the picture.
The motor's probably
That's when I was
done.
in the Batmobile.
That's cool. I've seen that car many times. My girl walked off. Margarita walked past it not too long ago.
That's that dash when we paint it.
That's sweet.
I want it to be flat black and blood red.
It's big as hell.
That's the nose and the spoiler for
Did
the
you
car
sew
up
it?
in the rafters.
Is it going to be so it's going to be all black then after you paint? Like, that's just the paint.
The
Like, base?
interior is going to be red.
Mhm.
The spoiler is going to be red, and the stripe's going to be red. Everything else is going to be flat black.
Okay. That's what I said. Like, it looks sweet, and then I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, that red might be a little gaudy for the dash, and you said it's going to be black. I'm like,
The
all
car's
right.
going to be flat.
Right,
black.
so yeah, then it'll be all right. What the fuck is this? A Barney, dude?
That was.
Can I have this?
Dude,
Listen,
That was my nightlight when I was a kid.
can I ask you a question?
That was my.
Well, I want to
nightlight
tell
when
you
was
why
a
I
kid.
want this.
Uh,
This is why I'm going to ask you for this, right? Because I've mentioned before, right? You know, my brothers used to tie me up. My older brothers, their two older father, took me in, you know what I mean? I have his last name. And they were kind of, you know, salty about it, you know, envious about it. They used to tie me up and put me in the closet like all day while my parents at work and beat the shit out of me, all types of shit. Well, my stepdad, this is the greatest fucking thing, man. Listen, man. My stepdad, my two younger brothers' father, which is, you know, my stepdad, my real dad lives in Poland. I had a Barney, right? And